Imagine waking up to a room that feels like a whirlwind. Clothes strewn across the floor, countless sticky notes on the wall, the constant buzz of notifications demanding attention. Your mind mirrors the mess, scattering thoughts, anxiety rising. In this moment, a simple question surfaces. What if you could clear the external chaos and at the same time quiet the storm inside? Over the next 12 minutes, we'll travel through a series of intentional actions that turn clutter into clarity, one step at a time. Breathe in, release the noise, and let's begin the transformation together, because the first step toward focus starts with a single, mindful decision. Step 2 invites you to pause and assess what truly belongs in your space. Take a notebook and walk through each room, noting items that spark joy, serve a purpose, or simply linger out of habit. Ask yourself, do I need this to live my goals, or is it a visual weight? Write down 3 categories: keep, relocate, release. This simple inventory creates a mental map of your possessions, turning the vague feeling of clutter into concrete decisions. As you write, notice how your breathing steadies and the room feels less oppressive. By the end of this minute, you'll have a clear roadmap, a foundation that makes the next actions effortless and purposeful. Now let's put the inventory into motion with the one-touch rule. When you pick up an object, decide on its fate immediately, keep, relocate, or release, without setting it down for later. This eliminates the endless loop of "I'll deal with it later" that fuels mental fatigue. Start with a small, visible area like your desk. Lift each item, make a swift decision, and place it into the appropriate container you've prepared. You'll feel a subtle lift in energy as items disappear from sight, and your brain registers the progress instantly. The one-touch rule trains your mind to act decisively, a habit that later translates into sharper focus during work or study sessions. With the one-touch rule in place, introduce 3 minimalist bins labeled keep, relocate, and release. As you sort, each bin becomes a visual promise of where the item belongs. Keep stays within your daily environment. Think tools you use regularly. Relocate moves to a designated drawer or closet, out of immediate sight but still accessible. Release means donating, recycling, or discarding, freeing physical and mental space. Watching the bins fill creates a satisfying rhythm. Your environment gradually shifts from chaotic to curated. This tangible system not only declutters your surroundings, but also reinforces a mental habit, categorizing thoughts and tasks in the same way, preparing you for the next phase of mental focus. Physical order only tells half the story. Digital clutter follows suit. In this minute, close every open browser tab, delete files you haven't opened in months, and create a 3-layer folder hierarchy. Projects, archives, and personal. Turn off non-essential notifications, social apps, news alerts, and replace them with a single daily check-in. Notice how the screen breathes, the icons breathing room, and how your mind mirrors that calm. Tidy digital workspace reduces decision fatigue, letting your brain allocate resources to deep work instead of endless scrolling. As you finish, take a deep inhale, feeling the quiet both on screen and inside your head. Now shape a workspace that supports focus. Keep only essential tools, a laptop, a notebook, and perhaps a single plant for a touch of life. Remove decorative overload, let the walls stay white, the surface uncluttered. Position the desk near natural light, but avoid glare. Soft, indirect illumination helps keep eyes relaxed. Add a timer or simple clock within sight. This external cue reminds you to stay present. When you sit down, clear your mind as you clear the desk. A quick 5-second breath, a glance at your uncluttered surface, and you're ready to dive into meaningful work. This curated environment becomes a physical anchor for mental clarity. Physical order sets the stage, but mental clutter can still hijack your focus. Imagine thoughts as sticky notes plastered across your mind, unfinished tasks, worries, endless to-do lists. Start by acknowledging them without judgment. Take a notebook and write down every lingering thought in 1 minute, then close the notebook. This act externalizes the noise, giving your brain permission to let go. As you write, notice a subtle lightening as if a weight lifts. With those mental notes captured, you can prioritize later, freeing today's attention for the task at hand. This simple practice clears the mental tabletop, preparing you for deeper concentration. Journaling becomes your daily decluttering ritual for the mind. Each morning, spend 5 minutes writing 3 lines. What you intend to achieve, 1 gratitude, and 1 lingering concern you'll address later. Keep the entries brief, no more than a sentence each, so the practice remains effortless. The act of scripting thoughts turns vague anxiety into concrete items you can schedule, while gratitude primes your brain for positivity, sharpening focus. Over weeks, this habit creates a mental inbox that stays organized, much like your physical bins, and you'll notice a smoother transition into work, study, or creative flow. With space cleared, anchor your focus using simple rituals. Begin each work block with a deep breath. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 2, exhale for 6. This physiological reset lowers stress hormones, sharpening attention. Then adopt the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of uninterrupted work followed by a 5-minute pause. During the work interval, silence all non-essential notifications and place your phone face down. When the timer rings, stretch, hydrate, and briefly glance at your journal to note any new thoughts. This rhythm trains your brain to enter flow, then gently release, preventing burnout and keeping focus sustainable throughout the day. Technology, when unchecked, reintroduces clutter. Adopt mindful tech habits, set specific windows for email, perhaps twice daily, and use Do Not Disturb mode outside those periods. Arrange your home screen to a single folder of essential apps, leaving the rest hidden. At night, switch devices to grayscale to reduce visual stimulation and place them out of arm's reach at least 30 minutes before sleep. These tiny boundaries create a digital sanctuary, allowing your brain to unwind, consolidate learning, and retain focus when you return to tasks. Notice how each intentional pause reinforces the calm you cultivated in your physical space. Now weave all these elements into a daily loop. Start each morning with your declutter journal ritual, followed by a brief workspace sweep. Return any stray items to their bins. After your focus session, close the laptop, stretch, and review the day's mental notes, moving completed tasks to a done list. End the day with a quick digital tidy, close tabs, backup files, and power down devices. This consistent cycle reinforces both physical order and mental clarity, turning the effort of decluttering into an automatic habit. Over weeks, the rhythm becomes second nature, and you'll experience sustained focus without the sense of constant struggle. You've walked through 12 deliberate steps, clearing surfaces, organizing thoughts, adopting mindful rituals. Notice how each action, though simple, compounds into a profound sense of calm and laser-sharp focus. The minimalist mindset isn't about scarcity. It's about curating what truly serves your purpose and letting the rest dissolve. If this journey resonated, hit the like button, share your own declutter story in the comments, and subscribe for more guided pathways to a focused, intentional life. Remember, every breath, every decision can be an act of minimalism. Keep the space clear, the mind open, and let your newfound focus propel you toward the future you envision.